Do you struggle with balancing school and running? Stick around because this video is just for you.
Hello, welcome to another video on Running Revolution. My name's Nathan, and today we're going to be talking about how to balance your school life with your student-athlete life. And I'm going to give you a lot of tips, so please stick around to the end, because there's not a single part of this video that you want to miss. If this is your first time to the channel, hi, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you'll stick around to the end of the video. My name's Nathan, this is Running Revolution, a channel where we talk about running, cross-country, track, and just making yourself an overall better runner. So right now, we're going to be giving advice to cross-country runners out there, especially in high school, also college runners and middle school runners, everybody out there. We're just going to talk about cross-country. A little background on me, I ran cross-country all the way from middle school, all the way through all 4 years of high school. I've gained lots of experience. I ran on a state championship cross-country team, and I learned a lot from my great team and from my amazing coaches. So I want to share what I've learned with you. Okay, so if you're like me, you're probably a pretty good student, you know? To be good as a high school athlete, you have to be good at school and at student athletics because you have to have a high enough GPA to be able to compete in athletics. Also, you have to be extremely disciplined because you have to be able to balance your time between two really important things, academics and athletics, both that could lead to scholarships in college. Today, I'm going to give you 6 tips on how you can balance your student athlete life with your athletic life and keep a really balanced lifestyle and not get stressed out. The first tip is prioritizing your time. Now, this is going to be the longest of the tips, so please stick around all the way through the end, but this one's probably one of the most important here. The first part of this one is creating a schedule. You want to organize your time in a timely manner so that you have time to get everything done throughout your day. You have homework, you have your run, you have your stretching, your strength workout, everything you need to get done in that 24-hour period, and your sleep and recovery. So prioritizing your time, you need to create a schedule. Now, this doesn't have to be super rigid. You don't have to have a calendar and write down 5 a.m. I'm waking up, 6 a.m. eat breakfast, 7 a.m. leave for school. You can kind of just have a rough outline. I usually have a checklist of things I want to get done in a day, but just plan out kind of the things you want in an order that would make sense and that wouldn't stress you out by spending too much time on one thing. Part 2 of step number 1, plan and prioritize. If you get an assignment to school that's due in 2 weeks, do not put it off, okay? Procrastination is the enemy of success, okay? You might think you can put it off and, I'll just do it the night before. No, you can't. And maybe you will be able to, but there will be a lot of extra stress added into your life. So just get it done. And even if you don't have time now, add it into your schedule so that you can do it in a timely manner soon and you won't be stressed. You should not be stressed in school, okay? Teachers, most teachers, all teachers should give you adequate time to complete assignments. And if you prioritize your time well, you should be able to complete the assignments in a timely manner and still have time to do the things that you love. And that leads me to part number 3, break your time into manageable chunks. Don't spend 3 to 4 hours doing homework just cranking it all out. You are going to get bored, and halfway through, you're not even going to remember any of the stuff you just learned and studied. So break it down into like 1-hour chunks. I like to study for an hour, then do something that I enjoy for an hour. Go on a run or do something that you love, eat a snack, just something to take your mind off schoolwork, because it can be overwhelming. Yes, I know, I've been in your boat before, okay? I understand, it can be very overwhelming and be very stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Part number 4, and some of these are seeming a little bit repetitive, but set a routine, okay? Routines and schedules are a little bit different. Schedule, you can kind of say, oh, I'm going to do this in a couple days and a couple weeks, so this assignment's due here. It's kind of like a calendar. But a routine is something that you are going to do daily. So that's kind of that checklist. Wake up, brush teeth, eat breakfast, go to school, do homework, go on run, things like that. Set a routine that you could follow, and over time you'll gradually build a habit, and then in a couple months it will just be almost second nature to you. You're just gonna do it. Building healthy habits takes a long time, but once you have that habit, it is pretty hard to break a habit. Part number 5, I know this tip is getting long. Focus and minimize distractions. Now, if you're going to be dividing up your time into those 1-hour chunks, dedicate each of those 1-hour chunks to exactly what you're doing. Don't be thinking about other stuff when you're doing homework. Don't be thinking about homework when you're on a run. Don't be stressing about the assignment that you have tomorrow when you're trying to relax and recover, okay? Keep things in their own categories and don't get distracted. When you are working on homework, set aside your devices, turn off notifications, and set that 1 hour time that you are going to work on homework. I promise that 1 hour is a long amount of time. You can get through pages of math, lots of reading, even write an essay all within that hour. You will be surprised when you dedicate all your time into one thing, push away all distractions, how much you can get done in a singular hour. The last, final, part 6 of step number 1, review and seek help when needed. When you finish an assignment, go over it. Check it with a family member or a friend or even a teacher to make sure that you understand the material. Because you can go over it for a long time, you can study, you can read, but if you don't understand the material, it is not going to help you do well in that class. And do not hesitate to ask help from your teachers. I know it can be a little embarrassing sometimes. Sometimes I was embarrassed to ask my teachers questions that seemed obvious, but that's what they're there for. They are there to help you learn, okay? They're not going to get mad at you for asking a question. And here we are, finally, to tip number 2 of the video. Communicate with your coaches and teachers. Now, I kind of just touched on this on part 6 of tip number 1, but inform your coaches about assignments that you have or reports or homework that you have, because if they can understand what you're going through in your school, they can structure your workouts around that. If they know you're going to be staying up late working on this assignment, they probably don't want to have you do a big workout that day because you're not going to have a lot of time to recover. So make sure that your teachers know that you run cross country and track, but make sure that your coaches know about your assignments, kind of back and forth, so that you're not stressed too much by either one. Also, being open and honest about your commitments. Now, this doesn't just have to be school. If you have piano lessons on Tuesday, if you go to the gym at certain times, if you play in a school orchestra, if you go to an art class and you have that at a certain time during the day that could interfere with your cross country or track practice, bring that up to your coaches, okay? They care about you more than you think they do. When you don't show up to practice, they worry about you, okay? So make sure they know where you are and are familiarized with your schedule. Tip number 3, set realistic goals. Establish clear objectives for your athletics and your academics. Say I want a 3.75 GPA. I also want to run a 4:30 mile. Okay, those are your 2 goals. Now remember, set realistic goals, because if you set them way out there, I want a 4.0 GPA, I want to break 4 mile. Man, that'd be amazing. It's probably not going to happen. Could, but it's probably not. Also, embrace setbacks and failures. Okay, you learn from failure, and I'm betting that all of you have stayed up well past midnight finishing that science fair project or that last-minute essay that your teacher told you to do, that you had for months, but you put it off to the last minute. Okay, you learned something from that. You did not enjoy that, and I can assure you that you did not enjoy that, and so you learned not to do that. So embrace failure and learn from your mistakes and setbacks. Tip number 4, take care of yourself. Can I say that anymore? Okay, take care of yourself. This is very important. Prioritize sleep, hydration, and nutrition along with your schoolwork. Okay, some people get so absorbed into getting good grades, into running fast, that they forget the most important things. Okay, Maslow's hierarchy of needs states that you need food, water, and sleep before you can even go on to do other stuff in your life. Okay, you need to set those as main priority. Do your best to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. You are a growing athlete. You need to get your sleep. Okay, it is the most important way that you can recover. If you're struggling and thinking that you're not improving, get more sleep. Okay, that's the first thing that you should try before you try any other recovery method. Getting enough calories, getting enough protein, and sleeping and recovery well is number 1 for your athletic success. Also, stay hydrated. Carry a water bottle with you to school and fill it up every couple of hours. I'd bring a water bottle to school, I'd fill it up, I'd drink it throughout my morning classes, fill it up at lunch, and drink it again through my afternoon classes. So I drank 2 water bottles, they're like 32 ounces. So I had 64 ounces of water already in my system, completely hydrated and ready to go for my afternoon cross-country practice. Also, prioritize your physical and mental health. Okay, I can't say this enough. There are many really good athletes out there that struggle with things. They struggle with being good enough. They struggle with getting good grades because you are so pressured to be good at everything. You're a good athlete. You're a good student. You're a good piano player. You're a good art student. Anything. You are good at a lot of things, and there is a lot of pressure to be good at a lot of things. And so please relax. If you are feeling a lot of pressure right now, just please, okay, let's just take a quick relaxing break. Okay, ready? Just forget everything. Okay, just take a deep breath right now, okay? Just relax. I know all the stress from school, from all people telling you that you need to do this, you need to do that. Just relax, come on. Take a deep breath in. or hold it. Okay, pause the video and do that 10 times. 4-step breathing is a really good way to help yourself relax. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold it for 4 counts. And breathe out for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Okay, do that 10 times and then you can restart the video. Okay, just really relax yourself from the stress of life. Okay, thank you for doing that with me. I hope that made you feel a little bit better. Now I'm going to share some ways that self-care can really actually help and elevate your performance. If you get enough sleep, if you prioritize your schedule so that you get your homework done on time, you get all your schoolwork done, and you still get your run in, and you have time to eat healthy, fill your nutrition goals, and hydrate each day, you are going to be a very well-rounded person, and you are not going to have as much stress. Balancing your body in different areas will help you achieve your athletic potential. Focusing on too much of one area is not a good thing. Everything comes in moderation. You've got to balance your life if you want to see success, especially in this growing stage of your life when there is so much pressure on you to figure out what you want to do in life, what you're going to do next. But just relax, okay? Just relax with me. Set out your schedule. There is plenty of time to figure out what you're going to do, and you can be good at a lot of things, okay? You don't have to be great at everything. Just be good at a lot of things. This brings us to tip number 6, the last one of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. It really means a lot. And please consider hitting that subscribe button if anything in this video has inspired you or you've learned things from this video. And please share with a friend who needs to hear these things. Tip number 6, stay organized. Sometimes things that can just add to stress in your life is just the clutter, you know? Many times I'd get home from practice and the dishes would need to be done. The table would be dirty. The counter would be dirty. The floor would need to be swept, and I'd just be overwhelmed. I just finished practice. I know I had a math assignment due that I got to work on, and just the stress of a cluttery environment did not help. So try to clear out the clutter in your life. Set organized study spaces, you know, a desk that has all your textbooks, paper if needed, pencils, your calculator, so that you know when you sit down in that desk, it is homework time. Have all your running stuff together. Have your running shoes, your rollers, all your recovery stuff in the same place, so you know when you get to that zone, it's time to recover, or it's time to work hard, or it's time to put in that physical work. Minimize distractions in your room. Put away your phone at least an hour to an hour and a half before you go to bed so that you can prioritize your sleep. Okay, just all these little things can help you become an overall better athlete and student and make you into the best high school student athlete that you can possibly be. And training all these skills right now will help you so much more in the real world once you get out into the workforce. Being organized, setting schedules, these are things the employers look for when they're hiring candidates. You are going to stand out from the competition. If you do these things and build these habits now while you're young, you are going to stand out from everybody else in the world. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I really hope I taught you something today. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and sharing this with a friend. I want to start a running revolution. Good luck in your upcoming cross-country season, and please stick around because I'm going to be coming out with a lot more videos on more tips for you. And please go watch the videos that I've had in the past. Once again, I'm Nathan from Running Revolution. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Run safe and have fun.